Welcome back to the channel. Got another good one for you guys here today. So today we have John's sweet black, another top mount Mark 5 Supra. So this one, of course, is going to be a little bit different than the other Supras that you guys have seen in the channel. So if you guys are interested with the build series that I have featured, I've featured, I think at this point, like 7 cars, all at different mod levels, power levels. So definitely check them out so you guys can kind of have an idea of what it takes to modify this platform and then see how it's like from the owner's perspectives. So anyways, now that I'm done with that introduction, I want to give you guys the chance to meet the owner. You have John here.
What's up, guys?
So John, I know this is this is a crazy car. So once we start rolling the B-roll here, people will start seeing and appreciating your build. So just give us an intro by yourself. Let us know what cars you've had in the past and what made you decide on this platform.
So like Vince said, I'm John. I live right around here in the DFW area. This is my 2020 Toyota Supra. And this is the very first performance car that I have ever owned.
So how did that happen?
Well, so I've always been into cars. I've always liked cars. I've always been around cars growing up, whether it be friends, neighbors. So I've always been into cars. I've just never had the means to get one myself.
Yeah.
Until, the last few years, I've been lucky enough to end up with this. So, yeah, I wanted something different. I mean, so my other car that I have is basically my first car ever. It's a 2014 Camry.
All right. Hey, for those who are driving Camrys right now, don't lose hope.
Represent. Yeah, it makes all of about 140 wheel horsepower. But yeah, I mean, I got that basically when it was brand new. I just hit 100,000 miles on it. So, but I got to the point where it's like, okay, I have the means to do so. I want to get into something fun, get into something fast, and I want to get something of my own as opposed to just being around friends and other people who have all these, crazy cars that I've, it's been the story of my entire life. So, but for this specific car, I wasn't really looking at it specifically. I was kind of just looking around. I was looking at GTRs a few years ago before they absolutely skyrocketed in value and it was just off the table at that point. And then when these came out, they're obviously getting a lot of buzz, positive, mostly negative at the time. They've kind of come around. They've kind of grown on people, I think. But yeah, I just randomly stumbled upon videos on YouTube of other creators that have them. And I saw how easy they were to mod and the capabilities of them for very little money, at least at first to get, not anymore, but at first you can make very good power for very little money in these. So that kind of piqued my interest. And then I just kind of started looking around. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to pull the trigger. And here we are.
I think you did pretty well for yourself.
Yeah, I didn't think
all things considered.
I didn't think I was going to get to this point.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this beast. So, what year is this? Is your Supra?
It's a 2020, so it's a 2-port, which was, I didn't have to worry about the ECU being locked or anything like that, or having to worry about finding the Unicorn 21 with the the infamous pre-June 2020 build date. Mm-hmm. So I luckily did enough research on it to know that was the easiest route for me to take, and I went that route as opposed to going brand new 2021 and taking a risk on the ECU being locked.
Let's go over the mods. I'm sure people are fiending to know about it, so hold your horses before we go over the engine stuff. Yeah, let's just go over the aesthetics. I know it's kind of pretty low-key, honestly, other than the welds, but yeah, just walk us through what you've done for the exterior.
So these badges, I believe, are the American Panda design badges. They were on the car already when I got it, so I looked out because I think they're pretty...
impossible to get.
Yes, and expensive for what they are. Then the front lip is just the Maxton design. I think it's the V3 maybe, or V2, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, just a plastic lip, nothing crazy, but just a little extra... Because the front end without a lip is a little weird. It kind of slopes in towards as it gets to the center line of the car, so it's just a little oddly shaped without a lip. Yeah, other than that, I mean, got the carbon fiber mirror caps. I think those are Auto Technic is the brand.
And then you got the wind buffeting kit.
Yeah, those are on the car too. I'm not sure. There might be AMS. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it is AMS.
I think AMS has those little ridge lines, but yeah, those were on the car too when I got it, which was cool.
Save you some money there.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
They're pretty overpriced.
So I forgot about them in the front, but I got the paint matched front and rear reflectors.
And then what lip is this?
This is the Souvenir carbon fiber lip spoiler.
It's really nice. It's actually like it's much thicker than I thought. Like on this
Yeah.
part.
And then the same thing as the front, the American Panda black badges. Got the blacked out Supra emblem on eBay.
eBay special for
Same
the
thing with
Carvana
the
special.
Same thing with the GR.
Oh yeah, that's a nice touch.
And then I think that's really about it as far as exterior kind of cosmetic type stuff. I got the the BMW license plate frame just so maybe I would hear people.
Humor.
Yeah, so maybe I would hear less nice BMW jokes, which they don't bother me anyway. But
yeah,
just let people know that I'm hey, I'm in on it. You're not actually getting one on me.
All right. Well, now for those who are skipping on the bookmarks, let's go over your performance mods. So, do you have like a pure turbo, or did you go straight up from like downpipe to this?
I went from catless downpipe with a flex tune, so 93, and then E40 blend on stock turbo, 420 wheel on 93, and then like 490-ish, a little less than 500 on E40. Ran that for probably 5,000 or 6,000 miles, and then I decided I wanted more, and I'm a glutton for punishment.
There you guys go. So you definitely, this is kind of the thing that I wish that I did personally, is I wish I skipped the whole like hybrid turbo step. I'm gonna go ahead and admit it like on camera right now, because I always knew that I wanted like more power, but I didn't want to like deal with the price. But now,
right,
like I'm gonna have to sell that, deal with just retuning it. I could have just gone this route and then not had the headaches.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of buy nice, not twice.
Let's go over like the top mount kit. What top mount kit did you decide to get?
So this is the ETS kit with the Precision 6466. It's got a full 4-inch downpipe from end to end. It doesn't taper down at all, so it's just a giant Canon 4-inch downpipe.
Freaking, if you guys can see that, I'm not trying to touch it, it's hot as fuck, but yeah, it's almost like the diameter of my fist.
Yeah. But yeah, it's dual 40mm precision wastegates. Yeah, I got their recirculating oil catch can. And I think that's about it for the turbo kit, really. Yeah.
And then are you running port injection too?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right, because so the AMS manifold. Yeah, let's go over that. So your car's the first one that I put on the channel with the AMS manifold. So what's your experience with it?
I like it. It's been great for my use case. Being primarily a street car that sees maybe a Mexico run here and there, and then just general data logging. It's been great. I haven't had any issues with it. I think it's plenty sufficient for a street car.
Yeah.
So.
And then you can still reach the oil filter. I know we were like discussing that. So
Yes.
Oil filter's right there. So roughly around the same spot as a stock one. I'm assuming you're running probably like ID 1050s or something.
Yeah, 1050X injectors with the Motive Reflex Plus controller.
And then you're running this through the ETS catback, right?
Yep, ETS 4-inch catback exhaust with the resonators and mufflers. Just because, I like my neighbors.
So you're on the Reflex kit. Do you have like a low pressure fuel pump also?
Yeah, so I'm running the PFS Performance Fueling Solutions low pressure fuel pump.
Nice. So you're running like full E85 or?
Yeah, yep. It's usually about E80 from the pump.
So if it's not a secret, what did your car dyno at what PSI?
It made just under 760 wheel. I think it was 757 wheel and 710 pound-feet of torque at like 32, 33 PSI.
So yeah, so off the camera, you were talking to me about your experience with the weld. So I asked you, how often do you get people to run you? And then I just want to get on camera because it was kind of funny.
Yeah, hardly ever anymore. Before I had the welds on, I would get a lot of the Mopar guys specifically would try. I've maybe raced. I don't necessarily go out looking for trouble. I'm not the guy that's going to pull up to somebody and instigate a race.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of the other Supra guys. But since I put those on, I've had significantly less bites on the highway.
Don't want to fuck around and find out. Completely understandable, because I mean, God, man. Yeah, if you see a black Supra that's kind of like pretty low key with welds on.
And half the black Supras in the DFW area have welds on, so.
Now that we kind of gone over like your history, your thought process for modifying this car, fucking sweet. Like, if you had the chance to do it again, would you do it?
I think so. I think, so initially, kind of like you said you did, I was thinking about, so I initially straight out of the gate, I was like, I don't want to build the transmission. Mm-hmm. I want to start from that. It's expensive and I don't want to do it. So I was like, I'll maybe go pure 800, run 93, kind of keep the power in the 500s, keep the trans happy, and then call it a day. And then I don't know what happened, but the next thing I knew, I had a built transmission. And here we are. But I'm very happy with it. I think that for a street car, I think this is the perfect setup. As far as the 6466 goes, I think that if your use case is just you want a fun, fast street car,
yeah,
that makes good power and will take care of, you know, most things you come across, I think a 6466 is like the perfect street turbo. Whereas if you're more of a big, trying to be competitive with drag racing, you know, trying to get deeper in, you know, trying to get deep in the eights, or you're really big 6130 guy, I think the 6870 is probably the move. Mm-hmm. But I think this would be the next step above a pure 800, more reliably on the turbo side, would be 6466.
There you guys have it. John, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for walking us through your car. So yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys have any questions for myself or for John, leave them in the comment section down below. We'll do some clips now, so stay tuned. All right, guys, in-cabin sounds like what you guys want. So I'm a little bit scared, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, being the passenger is always different. So let's, yeah, whenever you're ready, John. I'm ready. My body is ready. So we're gonna do the first pull. I'm gonna point the camera towards me like how I am now, just so you guys can see my reaction. And then I'll flip the camera around for the other pulls, so you guys hopefully will get an idea of how it's like. Holy damn, dude. Yeah, hell, man. It's so different in the passenger seat. Like, how much throttle was that?
That was full throttle.
That was full throttle?
That was full throttle from like 60.
Dude, I mean, that was like, that was so smooth. It's like very like progressive.
That's that Brian Scholl trans in XHP.
Damn, dude. Dude, that's solid, man. That's fucking fast.
mean, the turbo obviously had to spool a bit. I started from 60 and I just floored it. I didn't brake boost or anything like that. But
it's wet here too. I'll have to let it dry off a little bit. Dude, this exhaust sounds good, man. Holy shit, dude. Dude, the wastegate sounds so gnarly.
I could have probably done that one from third. It would have been a little bit better, but I dropped it into third on accident and put it back into fourth. And I was like, I probably could just stay in third.
I mean, shit, dude. That was still... Like, I was like holding my breath there a little bit. And then it like popped a little bit right underneath me. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
That is sick. But there you guys have it. I know it's a little bit dark right now, but hey, there you guys go. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.